when I got kicked out, um, it was difficult, to be honest. Mainly just because of the fact that obviously I got kicked out. I mean, I'm not trying to play victim in any way because it was my fault, and I understand that. But getting kicked out at 17, being sent to live with other people, your relatives, but that you don't even know like that. The first few days, the first few weeks, first few months, mentally I was suffering. I genuinely just couldn't. This was something that I genuinely didn't know how to deal with, especially at that age. I'm not trying to do a pity party in any way, but when that happened, I broke down and I cried and I cried and I cried and I cried and I cried. Along with that came new emotions, if I don't put it that way. I started having this feeling in my heart. I haven't felt this specific feeling before. And this is the first time I was looking at myself and I didn't know how to deal with it. I was honestly just stuck, and normally I had a girlfriend that could give me a hug and tell me, "Oh no, it's okay. Don't worry, you give me kisses." She would ask calmly. I could just sit with her. I could just hold her hand. And then I had to get used to looking around and the same person I genuinely loved, just disappeared on me. Not to be dramatic, but the first few months, her disappearing on me, I took it as she backstabbed me, and she just up and left, and when I was drowning, she wasn't there for me. Like I said, I didn't know how to deal with it. I just didn't know. I was so angry. And I don't know how I got through it. I really disappointed my mom. And I was so sad, man. It was so fucking sad. Then it got to a point where the first 6, 7 months, 7, 8 months, I didn't talk to anybody. I just stayed in the house. I would wake up, eat, sleep, repeat. That was on, and only that was going on from Monday to Saturday, and then Sunday I would go to church, come back home, and then Monday do it all over again. And I would just be the exact same thing I used to try, then maybe train, because I used to play ball a lot. So maybe I'd go on runs, but no, man, the sitting just ruined my body. It messed my lungs up. I haven't really felt like myself in a very, 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 very long time. Yeah, but something that good thing that came out of it was that I was able to sit by myself and genuinely just think and ask myself if it was worth it. Sure, maybe people might look at it and be, "Oh no, I was young, I was allowed to make mistakes." And this was a part of me that obviously blames myself, but another part that looks back and asks the person that kicked me out if like, yeah, I don't know I don't know how to put this, but do they understand how much it affected my mental health? Because mentally, like I said before, mentally I was already down, and then that just made it worse. Man. I didn't talk to my mom for a couple of months because, those tension. I'm blaming her. I'm just saying I was genuinely just tired and I didn't know what to do. I would easily get irritated over the dumbest things. They would easily affect me. Yeah, man, and I don't know. And Jimmy just have no idea. The days I look back, especially now, I evaluate my situation. I don't particularly feel anything. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't feel anything. My heart is cold. I haven't cried in a long time. The last time I cried was when I saw my mother crying. That hit me. That was the first time I genuinely felt something. It hit my heart, but I have this instinct or this mentality that, it's just basically how my body responds every time I cry. Every time I cried for maybe just a few drops of tears and then I stopped. That was all I was doing. And since then, given the times where I have felt like I need to cry, but I can't because genuinely my eyes would just burn. Like there's no tears that will come out. And I'd sit there, sad for maybe a few seconds, and then just snap out of it and just be like, oh well, I carry on with my life. Certainly, me personally, I don't see the use for emotions. I think they'll hold you back, and I think if you allow them to control you, they can make certain situations worse. And I think throughout this whole experience, me controlling my emotions has been one of, let me not say the hardest things, but searching you don't feel anything, but it's been like, it's been a eye-opening scenario from how I went from loving someone with all my heart to them just disappearing and just like that. Didn't check up on me, didn't text me. I was the one that requested me try and reach out to them. And I think what hurt me the most during the time was someone that looked me in the eyes and told me that they loved me. This was someone she genuinely loved. So someone I was with 5 days a week, maybe even 6, I would drive to her house just to be with her because I didn't really feel like there was anyone that understood me. There was a time I told my coach about my mental health, how I was suffering, how it was affecting me, affecting my ability to play the sport I loved. But yeah, how it is affecting my ability to play the sport I loved so much. I'd grown up playing this sport, I'd put so much work into it. But at some point I told my coach that I just needed a break from the team. Because I couldn't stop punishing myself this way. It's been top of that. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think that's all from me for today.